Anyway.
Back pages today, no surprise, mainly dominated by the game last night. Spurs beating Man United 4-3 in the Cup. Dom and Dummer is a headline on the back of the Sun. Solanke Spurs cock up Forster. Back of the Mirror, Spurs Edge game full of gifts. Telegraph Sport, their headline is Jeepers Keepers, all basically going on the goalkeeping howler front. Win to Blunderland is the headline on the back of the Express. Spurs ride their luck as Forster has a nightmare, and Cup chaos, well said by the Mail on their back page. Gabby, Spurs win, and we should give them credit for that, given certainly the injury list they have. But the narrative after the game, certainly watching on TV, was about the lack of in-game management. They were 3 up, they conceded 2 goals and playing out from the back, and yet still at 3-2, they tried to play out from the back, at times from goal kicks. Is that Ange's biggest issue as a coach? His lack of in-game management at times, would that be fair?
100%, and you know what shocked me the most was it was 3-2, Sam, a few minutes left, and Martinez got the ball and he whipped it into the channel for Garnacho, and he was on his own. Porro ran forward to get the Manchester United's left wing back, and Dragerson hadn't come over. I'm just like, what am I watching? Like, I would have loved to have played in this game. The amount of space you were getting for both teams, and that can't happen because other teams are going to punish you. Try doing that on the weekend against Diaz, against Salah, Nunes, Szoboszlai in there, Curtis Jones, whoever. They'll get a good beating, and that could cost them winning a trophy. It's all good when you win last night. Do you know what I mean? What if Manchester United went and scored a last-minute equaliser? So I think it's going to be a problem going forward. It's entertaining for us.
Yeah, they're the most entertaining teams to watch, aren't they? In the Premier League by an absolute mile. Whether they win or lose, it's great.
When Spurs were 3-0 up, I'm like, they're magic when they're playing like that. And I know defensively, Manchester United were an absolute shambles as well. But then you can just never trust Spurs. Yeah. But then Ange comes out and says, I'm here to entertain. If they can win a trophy in the process, great. But I mean, it's wild. It's absolutely wild.
That just shocked me, that moment. I'm like...
You did say as well, like, why are they 3-0 up and Son's still pressing? Yeah. You know, the keeper. But actually, there's a very famous clip. I was telling you guys earlier in the office. You might find it on Twitter or whatever, on X or TikTok. And I remember Celtic were playing something like Dundee United, one or the other. And they were like 5-0 up. And it's 89 minutes on the clock. And Ange is going mental. Ball up the park, attack, screaming, losing his mind. It's like, come on, you have won this game by canter. They can just tighten up now. And
it's attack, isn't it?
But it will never change. He'll never. And I kind of like it.
So it's interesting because Jamie Carragher on TV after the game yesterday, he said that's fine if that's the manager's principles. But he said if he was a player, an experienced player in that team, he'd almost go against the manager's orders. In that situation, conceding 2 goals, he'd almost shout with the goalkeeper and say, do not pass it out to Archie Gray. We're getting up. Is that right, Gabby? Can sometimes players take responsibility?
Yeah, but it's all good saying that. But then what about you don't play next game then?
Sure.
So if the manager says, how dare you? I've told you to do something, you do it. If you make a mistake, it's on me.
But what if it's won them the game?
I think he's the sort of manager to say, listen, we won the game, we'll review the game tomorrow. You don't tell the keeper to go against what I've told him. I'm saying we play from the back at all times. Just the sort of manager he looks like. You wouldn't want a player to take...
It's my way or the highway.
Yes.
Yeah. Just one other story away from the game last night. Devils in the detail for Jesus. Piece in the Sun by John Davis saying Gabriel Jesus is adamant Arsenal do not need to go looking for a number 9 because they already have one. He defended his scoring record for the Gunners. He netted his first Arsenal hat-trick in that game against Palace on Wednesday. Before that, the club's current number 9 has scored just twice in all competitions in 2024. That's in the Sun. Then in the Mail, Sammy Mockbell was very well connected with Arsenal, saying by the start of next season there is every expectation that Arsenal will definitely have a new centre forward. He talks about Isak, Šeško and Gyökeres. Think I know what your answer is to this, Gabby.
Have to get a new striker. It's okay doing it in the Carabao Cup. You know, he scored 1 goal this season before the hat-trick. Not good enough. They need to go out and get someone like Isak. I know Newcastle fans will be fuming at me saying it, but he's just a perfect player for them. Quick, good in the air, strong, and hold it up, can finish. Everything that Thierry Henry had. Obviously not to the levels of Thierry Henry, but similar style player.
Okay, Sam, thank you very much.
Thanks,
You're
Brett.
back
Thank you,
with
Sam.
us very, very soon. That was a look at today's back pages with Tesco Mobile for Business.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.